Hello there guys, welcome to some more Tank Warfare Tunisia, and this time we're doing an infantry battle with the US infantry against the German attacker. In this case, we're not even sure if we're facing any tanks, we're just assuming that we are. Unfortunately, we don't have any tanks of our own, this is purely infantry. I know a lot of you guys like the infantry combat, a lot of you guys like the tank combat. If you want to put down below what you prefer, do let me know. We're going to go ahead and get started here, and basically these guys, they don't really have trenches per se. They do have a few foxholes made by the, of course, constant battles in this area. But we're going to go ahead and wait and see if the Germans attack us. Hopefully they only have infantry. I've deployed 2 lines of defense, the initial line of course being right here at the actual point, and a secondary line back here in case my men need some reinforcements. So it looks like even Palmer might be able to call in some artillery. I'm not sure 100% on that, but of course, like I do with these videos every time, we'll get back to you when the action starts. Alright guys, we have some infantry contacts already. Look at this. So we can already see some German infantry contacts over here. It looks like they're attacking in force, en masse. Quite a few of them too, and we sort of kind of caught them off guard. We already got a hit on one of these guys. They've got a nice little mortar right here, and they're going to definitely try to fire that thing at us, but we already started hitting some of their mortars. So I see an opportunity here where they're coming from downhill, it looks like. I'm going to go ahead. Our men are getting some great shots with BAR and all those other guns. I want to see if Palmer can call anything in. I don't think he can, but I'm going to keep Palmer back here just to make sure, and I'm going to immediately start to advance with Bradford and Clark. And you can see that a few of these guys are running away, and that's because they don't have commanders. Due to the previous battles, they are in definitely a bad position. So I'm actually going to target with these guys. I'm going to target these infantry positions right here. I want to make sure that our guys are getting some good shots on it, and as you can see, they've already commenced firing. I'm not sure if I actually want to move up, because obviously movement is going to entail some serious action on our part, and we're going to have to probably get shot at to make that movement. I'm thinking staying back here is safer, but I'm not sure if it's safer for the rest of our men over here. Remember, this is a position that is pretty weak, all things considered, and there we go. The German mortars are coming in. That is definitely a cause for concern. And I'm actually going to take these guys right here. They actually do have trenches. I said they didn't, but we actually have a trench line. Nice little trench line here. So I'm going to keep them where they are. I find that in almost every situation in defense, it's always better to have some guys in the trenches prepared to repulse the assault. Let's take a look at our boys and see how they're doing. We get some beautiful shots here of just the BAR being fired, and that is just a wonderful, wonderful weapon. No other way to put it. It is wonderful. We've also got some guys just firing some regular M1 Garands over here at the enemy. And we see a German commander off there. Looks like the enemy's trying to smoke us out here, or actually smoke their advance. So I'm thinking that maybe we could move forward. Boyle and Richardson, of course, they're retreating from the battle without commanders. They're kind of out of place, as it were. So I am going to take these guys and form an attack. Since these guys don't have a trench, we are going to start moving forward on an attack. So here we go, guys. We'll put some pressure on the Germans. Palmer, of course, moving forward. We are completely in assault mode here. I'm hoping that, yeah, look at that. Our boys dropped some smoke. They already knew that they're going to need it to advance on the German infantry position. Come on, lads. It looks like we just lost one. Oh, yep, commanders killed Bradford Ronnie. I told you guys, look at that. The mortars were actually moved at the right time because the mortars are now incoming on this position. We should have moved before. We might have been able to save the lives of these 2 men. Unfortunately, that's not the case now. We are definitely in combat, and we're going to keep on moving forward. I'm guessing that the enemy chose not to launch mortars at our position there, either because of the trench line or just because they maybe just saw this as more of a threat, this group of men. We are, of course, moving up on the road. Come on, boys. Keep it up, keep it up. Stay frosty. Absolutely. I definitely don't want any more mortar fire. And hopefully they're watching the friendly fire. It's pretty hairy out here. Let's take a look here. Front lines. We've even got some cable guys here that are fighting out. Their main point, or their main goal, is essentially is to bring cables between the groups so that they can, of course, make radio contact with one another. And the fact that they're on the front line, maybe not the greatest idea on my part. Probably should have had a forward infantry position here, but really wasn't sure whether the enemy was going to be attacking out in front over there or whether they were going to be attacking from where they're attacking now, sort of to the east. And you can see over here, we've definitely taken some hits. This looks like, as far as I can tell, probably just regular old gunshots. Our guys have taken some nasty shots here from the enemy, not mortars. I don't see any mortar rounds. Actually, I see one right there. You can actually see the burnout. So it could be a mortar explosion. Hopefully those guys are just wounded. It looks like the enemy has sort of retreated, or not necessarily retreated, but definitely fallen back a little bit. Either that or the fact that they took out all those men means that it's going to be hard for us to spot them, which is equally a problem. But they have left their trucks out in the open, and obviously taking those supply trucks is of great importance to our cause here. We just want to try and hit, especially that mortar team up there, as quickly as possible. I want to eliminate them immediately, so I'm going to already start targeting them. I think the distance is going to be a bit much, but who knows? Our guys know best. This guy's got the BAR set up already, but they're going to move up. Go for it, boys. Stay frosty, and we see some smoke popping up there. That's definitely not our smoke as far as I can tell. Actually, it might be. Let me see. No, it's not. That's our boys for sure. So it's enemy smoke. I say that's our smoke, not enemy smoke. And look at that, mortar up in the sky. Yeah, they're firing mortars at us for sure. Definitely. Now, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and start attacking here as well, but I don't think I will. And we got an enemy tank. Now, this is a problem. This is a definite problem. I told you guys there could be tanks. We weren't 100% sure. Not sure if we have any anti-tank weapons whatsoever, but we're going to try our damn best. You know, we can't always be the ones with the best equipment. In this particular situation, we don't have it. It looks like we do have some anti-tank rifles, though, at least from what I see there. That shot, yeah, definitely some anti-tank rifle fire, so we might have some anti-tank vehicles, but look at that enemy tank firing away at us. Oh boy, that is nasty. That machine gun is nasty. It's going to do some damage for sure. So we got to keep on firing. Come on, boys. Damn. They're kind of trying to get around our forces here. And I'm just hoping. I'm actually going to target this thing with every single man we have. Hopefully get a shot. Looks like they're chasing off the troops that sort of ran away without a commander. Just one good shot with an anti-tank rifle can cause some spalling inside this vehicle, can penetrate the vehicle and kill it. But at this point, it seems to be staying pretty far from the trench, and I think I can understand why. Obviously, the trench location, they probably realize we've got some anti-tank grenades of some sort, and that's a cause for concern on their part. But we're also spotting what looks to be enemy units over here, and this is where the enemy mortars were, so I'm going to be actually advancing in this direction with these units. You can see the enemy mortar right here. And about 3 or 4 enemies down. Germans, yes, beautiful, that are down here on this location. We want to keep on moving. Sure enough, looks like some contact may be happening already, and maybe even another German tank. Look at that, guys. Oh, boy. He's right up there on the front lines, one of our men. And let's take a look at this German position. Looks like another German mortar for sure. And more German contacts. It's still going to be the same contact, so I'm going to take these men in the front here, and I'm going to target that mortar. I want to kill that thing for sure. So let's get these guys, Palmer and Clark. Not a lot of these guys left, and they're definitely opening fire. But, oh my goodness, look at that, guys. A lot of enemy positions. Look at some machine guns, enemy machine guns possibly. Come on, guys. You can do this. At the very least, even if we're going to lose against that tank, we can help, you know, further brigades in the future by taking out these heavy positions, of course. They're heavy positions no matter how you look at it, and that machine gun is extremely heavy. It doesn't look like we've really targeted it much. Just look at those Germans there. Decked out in, of course, desert gear. And there's also, if you guys look way back there, some sort of artillery gun, and that thing is going to be firing at us. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Some definite artillery fire here, so I'm definitely going to target the enemy. In fact, I'm going to try to focus my fire on the enemy machine gun exclusively. But we're also facing some enemy infantry positions and, of course, the truck. You can see our bullets streaking around here, the machine gun position. We are taking cover, and we did manage to kill the enemy here, one of the enemy gunners. Unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like one of our troops has surrendered, and sure enough, that's Hawkmoth. He couldn't take it anymore, couldn't hack it, and I must say, I don't really blame him. We are now facing an entire enemy tank army. Just look up here, guys. You can see all the German tanks advancing at this point. and that is definitely not something I want to be facing at all. So this might be a good position to actually retreat. To be honest with you, I think I'm going to stick it out a little bit longer just to see if I can't kill the enemy machine gun position. But of course, we are in trenches. This is a perfect position to be in when facing tanks. If you just have infantry, at least the chances of them killing you are slightly lowered. Probably not by much. But we definitely want to try to at least get that German machine gun. Waste that thing. You can see now it's operational again, but it's actually hitting that rock pile, which goes to show you there's definitely an element of cover here. And also some more enemy infantry. Clark, be careful, man. He's right there. There's literally enemy units maybe 50 meters away. Good shoot, 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 shoot. Our boys are moving up. Be careful, be careful. Oh, hell. He's going straight for the attack, I think. Good shot. God damn good shot. He killed that German right there. Now, of course, focusing on the machine gun. You better start firing now. Keep it up. Keep it up, son. I'm going to have Clark exclusively target machine gun now. And it looks like we may have gotten them to retreat from their position. Definitely don't see that machine gun firing like it was before. Ooh. So those enemies have definitely pulling away from the machine gun. Still firing away, of course. But the machine gun is not operational. So that's a victory on our end. In terms of machine gun, of course. Of course, it'll be a defeat if we retreat, but feel pretty good about getting that machine gun destroyed more or less, or at least destroying the position. Of course, they'll be able to reman it once we retreat from this area. But at least we showed them that we mean business. We showed them we're not going to pussyfoot around here. Let's take a look here. And the tank is going to be coming up our flank. It's actually a perfect sort of pincer move by the enemy. Now they've got those tanks out in front. They've got these tanks up in the beginning, or in the back, I should say, trying to hit us from both sides. I want to take a look at Clark here. There's a lot of Germans around, and Clark is pretty much out here like a sore thumb. It's all up to him. He's gotten some great shots so far. Come on, Clark. So we're basically going to try to cause as much damage to the enemy as we can before pulling out of here. While also trying to save our own men. Obviously, one great part about this game is you don't want to just give away your platoons or any of your groups for no reason. You know, if you're going to obviously put your men in harm's way like this, you want to at least try to get some of the enemies. And I think that's the position we're in now, is try and take out some of the enemies here as quickly as we can. So don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And look at that tinder. Oh no, I see those tanks. I was going to say I don't see those tanks anymore. I definitely do. And it looks like Palmer's providing some support fire here. So actually Palmer is still operational, even though he has lost his commander. They have lost their commander, I should say. Boom! Nice shot. What the hell did that come from? We don't have mortars. Looks like they might have misfired there. That's enemy artillery misfiring, hitting their own truck there. And pretty sure that truck's going to need to undergo some repairs. Unless that's grenades, I doubt it. We've got an enemy commander over here too. And good shot by Clark. He's gotten so many kills throughout this battle. I wouldn't want to lose him, to be honest. Well, it looks like he's getting back up. Just a wound. Hopefully their own mortar will take him out. Nope. Clark got him. Good shooting, man. Unbelievable shooting. That guy is down. That truck is disabled. Pretty much. And those tanks are having some difficulty moving up here, actually. Could be the terrain, could be, of course, difficulty in communication sometimes is the issue. They've still got to cross this sort of ravine before they get anywhere. And looks like that's... I would be happy to be in Tunisia and find that. That's quite a bit of water that you could drink. I'm not sure I'd be safe drinking that water, though. Although if you're that thirsty, you probably would. And there we go. Look at that, guys. Clark is right up on some more enemy infantry positions. Look at that. Look at that. And it could be, it looks like a German, could be a German mortar position. I'm going to go ahead and assault, of course. Come on, men. Let's take a look at the German perspective here. They're probably really hoping for that tank support, because right now our men are outgunning them in terms of rifle fire for sure. And the enemy tanks are having some difficulty moving their way up here, so I'm hoping we can get another kill. Of course, we're taking a risk here. There's definitely German infantry that escaped from that machine gun position. And they could be around and ready to shoot back. Oh yeah, definitely. Look at that. It looks like we've also got some enemy tanks are definitely firing on our positions now. They don't seem to be getting very good hits because of the terrain, obviously the elevation. They're going to have to get closer to get some effective shots. But if you guys take a look over here, it's a shame we don't have any tanks of our own or any artillery guns, because the enemy definitely has some infantry over here, some infantry commanders. Although I think we got very, very lucky, honestly, to get a sort of ambush like that. We're still ambushing the enemy, of course. But I want to get a kill on this unit right here. Looks like, oh, damn, they got Clark. They got Clark for sure. Oh, maybe Clark's still alive, but one of Palmer's men is down. And the elevation here, I'm not really that surprised. It seems like they're in a pretty good position here. This guy got shot. You could see him leaking blood, but not enough to kill him. And here we go. Our men are going to make one last push for this area. Come on, Clark. Be careful, man. You've been a hero so far. Don't get yourself killed. Oh, damn, Clark. Come on, son. Clark. Oh, shit. 2 shots. And he was doing so well, too. Oh, they just executed Clark. They just executed Clark, guys. Our hero. Oh, my goodness. Hell of a shot there. Now we're in a position where the enemy could definitely crush us. This is going to be like a vice grip. So I'm definitely going to call in the flee order. I mean, in this position, that's the best time to flee. So we're definitely going to call in a flee order. Try to see if we could save as many of our men as possible. But I do want to see what the overall casualties were. Again, I consider battles like this where, you know, you've got no anti-tank defenses whatsoever, but you manage to ambush and destroy some enemy support units or enemy infantry. I consider these pretty much kind of a minor victory, really. If we can get these guys out of here, we can get them back to some tanks. Obviously, we'll be in a better defensive position. We will lose those trenches, but I'm thinking that killing as many Germans as we did an okay job. And that's going to be a draw. So as you guys can see, we're really good. We got a hero squad achievement, and that's got to be that awesome squad with Walker. That has to be him. The hero squad achievement wouldn't come otherwise. So as you guys can take a look here, casualties killed on our side, 11. Or it looks like 12 killed, 11 heavily wounded, 18 killed on the enemy side, 10 heavily wounded, and we took 2 wounded, of course. Of course, they took 4 prisoners of ours, which after interrogation, I'm assuming it's not going to be pretty, but let's be happy that those men will probably live to see the end of the war, more than likely. And, well, let me know what you guys think. I think it was a pretty good little battle here, to be quite honest with you. Of course, let me know what you guys thought. And I just think that very interesting sort of ambush we had there in the beginning. It doesn't look like they knew what the hell was going on. They popped up with their mortar right there on the edge. We definitely took that thing out. Took out the machine gun as well, but I'm pretty proud about the mortar and the machine gun. You could actually see we actually got a shot that apparently hit the machine gun, maybe pinged off the thing, may have disabled it. As you could see, that red arrow, it could have been a disabled machine gun, and that's why they decided to pull off it. But I'm hoping that our men get away with their lives. I think they will. And let me know what you guys thought. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Have a great day.